So here we go, flight 170 or whatever it is, Maverick, 4 hours I think it is. Transport reserve out tonight. Hopefully that's behind us. The show E-start, look at this. Start straight up. Fantastic, tiny little battery. Places to stick it, it's right on the fuel tank.
So the battery's kind of built in the side of the fuel tank. It takes up no space at all. And apparently it's quite safe.
It takes up hardly any room at all. Tiny little thing. In fact, I think the weight gain on the Oscar 185 is
2 kilograms.
2 kilograms or something. Just crazy. How do you manage to fit electric start to that much weight? Unbelievable. Right, clear prop again. And she's a gooer. Like a wall. Like, God, this ground's a bit uneven here. Here we go. Come on. Like a fucking pro, let's go. Oh, yes, lovely. Come on. What was that? Moving enough, are you? Come on. Pull her up this time. Keep her moving. That's it. Backwards, forwards. Bit of power on. Beautiful. Up and away. Whoa, spicy. Okay.
So this was one of those wonderful evenings that you thought you could do loads of low flying. But unfortunately, as soon as you got down to about 300 feet, it became really, really choppy. It was bizarre, really, because the wind was coming in from the sea and
oh, look at that.
Very few objects to cause rotor. So here I was circling down just to sort of go along this long road here that's next to the wash, which is just plain open sea to the left there. As soon as we got down here, way.
Oh, Jesus. Earth is that throwing me around out here?
So here we are heading back. I've done about a half an hour flight here. Sky Fly High there is being shown in the left hand side there, but I started it after I'd taken off, so it's considerably shorter. It's about half an hour into the flight, and but now the sun's beginning to get a little bit low in the sky, so I headed back to the airfield. So I was also hoping on this flight to sort of practice some wing overs. When I say wing overs, you watch other people on YouTube and you think, Jesus Christ, you know, you don't want to die and you don't want to push it. I think there's a few people on YouTube that push it far too much. It's not big or clever, is it really? But yeah, just not feeling it that night. So we bimbled back to the airfield, and then I thought, well, how about rising up? And we raised up a bit to 1,500 feet, and I thought, let's try the E-start at last. I'd often wanted to sort of turn the engine off and get that feeling for having kind of, you know, silence, no engine in the back. So let's try it.
Oh, wow, so turn the engine off. This is why I bought E-start, really. I just wanted to occasionally want to glide down. Well, of course, you can use pull start. So Wingland's over there. We're at what altitude? We're at 1,500 feet. And that's sunset. Just heaven. Just pure silence. That's my big mouth, that is. Just to see whether we can make the field at this sort of glide rate. I suspect not, but goodness how far we are away.
3 kilometres.
If I make this a video, I'll superimpose the map. It's a fair way away. I think we might make it actually. Heading downwind. We're doing 27 kilometres around speed. Oh, hang on, this is a different 52 kilometres around speed. Beautiful sunset. Shipwrecks. If I can't restart, 1,000 feet should be fine.
So here we are, 3 kilometres away. 8.3 kilometre wind behind us. Yeah, we dropped 500 feet in 1 minute 25, I think, in the first part.
Easily.
So yeah, of course, you're always best heading off into wind, and then when you turn round and you go home, and you probably overstretched it a little bit, you've got a tailwind behind you, so you can get back, especially if you're running low on fuel.
I think I'll return to our idle, but I'll try and hit that target.
Yes, this is Martin, who's flown a few things in his time, but I'm yet to find out he's actually removed the target. Oh my god!
Beautiful. Oh yeah, piece of piss. Piece of piss. Of course, we should do several things. We should get the seaboard in. Seaboard's in. Phone stowed for landing. 500 feet. Easily got enough altitude. Just start her up again, mate.
Yeah, maybe I should have restarted at a lower altitude, but it's an insurance policy, isn't it?
Bumpy down here. Okay. Oh, he's taking the bloody target away. Oh, good God. Just a little bit high.
So Mike Shilver's my instructor, who has competed. He was talking about you basically fixate on a point and you just concentrate on it. And I've tried it many, many, many times, and somehow this just happened to work for once.
Right there, I'm going to escape in the middle of that runway. Yeah, I think we would make it, wouldn't we? Because we would flare about now.
Yeah, so the point I chose is basically that bit of runway there. Actually, in fact, Martin's standing there to the right there. Anyway, I didn't want to really finish the flight, so there's still a bit more light. Let's get up and let's have a few foot drags, eh?
Oh, a little bit high, I think. Jesus, still high. Watch it.
Retard.
Oh.
Retard.
Oh, I hurt my foot.
Okay, so I've been practicing coming in, doing a foot drag, and then going into a powered-on landing where basically you pull brakes and you increase the throttle until really you reach a point where you start travelling so slow you transition to your feet.
Yeah, that wasn't too pretty, was it? I controlled foot drag this time.
So a few people said to me, why on earth would you want to do a foot drag? Oh, the feeling of coming in precisely and negotiating this bit here, straightening up, controlling the throttle and the brakes. With precision, it's just, it means more to me than flying in a straight line for a long time. I just get a kick out of that alone.
Alright, what's going on? Whoops. Wait, let's pull to the left and I'll pull that way. Good, nice landing.
So now I'm getting to the point whenever I land, I'm aiming for an imaginary target or hopefully a real target to land on to, hone those skills of landing, which may save you an embarrassing situation or maybe even a dangerous situation, an engine out situation. That's a lot of situations. Mike had a man come down from the BHPA to assess his training school, and I saw him land, and he landed perfectly on the crossroads of those two runways as pinpoint accuracy. That's something to strive for.
Retard.
Oh.
In conclusion, what did we learn? It was quite interesting that at 1,500 feet, it took nearly 4.5 minutes to land. If you're 1,000 feet, it's like 3.5 minutes. The higher you are, obviously, the more time it gives you to land and plan that kind of eventual meeting with the Earth. Of course, if you fly at about 150 feet, you've got to keep your wits about you. Obviously, flying to wind, safest place to be, hey? It was a nice exercise. It was something I didn't really plan on doing, but just sort of did on the spur of the moment. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Do dangle safely.